Hey gang, we are continuing with our behind the scenes deep dive into some of these behind the scenes making of music videos. Today I chose Red Velvet's Psycho just because I'm trying to spread out the groups. That's the only reason why. Alright, let's check this out. I don't think there was there a making of some of their newest stuff? There might have been. I'll have to check it out. So let's check out behind the scenes Red Velvet Psycho. Here we go, and action. Oops, I just wanted to look at that camera. Can't see what kind of camera it is. By the way, it's very typical to have your monitor right up there. Yeah. For the cameraman. This is all added in post-production. That kind of old school kind of like... Psycho. By the way, I should just tell you, I really like this song. There had this sort of musical theater, and there was parts that kind of almost seemed like opera, like just the way it was, like the flourishes or the melismas that they sang. A melisma is sort of like when you have accidentals or grace notes in something. Is any of this making sense? They sounded very, plus their voices sounded more classical in some places. Super cool. Wonder what LM means. Holding a gimbal, yeah, there's his monitor he's looking at, not looking at them. It's back there. Can't tell, is that part of the set? Yeah, this is a big area, they're using cranes. So that little bit, by the way, I didn't mention it, just that melody. This part reminds me of that One Republic song. Can't remember the name of it, but it sounds just like that. See, I recognize this girl now from that that duet video, so that's Seulgi, right? I'm getting no shots of the camera. Like how they blur out everyone in the background. I remember I liked these shots before, these forced perspective. Very creepy, you know, sort of like someone's behind something. Let's look at this set. Wow, look how low these chandeliers are. Man, these are cool. It's like an old school, like almost like a 1920s stage with these huge velvet curtains. There's a better turn these captions on. And the captions are in Korean. Cool. Alright, we're going to skip through the talky part. Was there a second cameraman behind him? Yeah, so there was two cameras. Huh. Doing the same movement, I wonder why. Interesting. Or maybe it wasn't camera, maybe it was sound. It's a diffuser. It's a cool light back there. Just lit that up, like underlit. Man, such good lighting effects. Man, this giant crane arm swinging around. It's so cool. Oh, to have a giant budget, to have giant crane arms swinging around. I bet you maybe they own that. It's a big enough company that maybe they actually own their own equipment and they just can use it whenever they want. Maybe they own that warehouse. Talking, skipping ahead. Oh, this person's holding a cable for him. I wonder if he's doing anything specific. Like, I wonder if he's just randomly going in and out, or if there's actually like something he's trying to do, like a particular path he's always doing.
즐겁게 파티를 즐기는 모습 찍고 하고 있어요. 그래서 이번 뮤직비디오를 위해서
While talking about their outfits.
해봤는데요. 좋아요. 너무 좋네.
Gosh, that's... That lighting is crazy, and this is so dramatic, like she's whispering and the other girl's leaning in, the look on her face. Good acting, good face acting. Interesting. So what they probably did then is they probably did like several of the crane shots where they just kind of pushed in and pushed out, and then this is they're using the gimbal to do the more just like whipping around kind of shots. And what they'll probably have to do is, I'm assuming it's kind of random, and so they probably did this like 10 times, and then they just look at all the footage that they have and see how they want to cut things together, because it's probably just really randomized at that point. What that guy's doing, he's probably just looking and just trying to find cool angles. So like, hey, go in and out, you know, focus on the girls different times, and they probably just dumped it over to the editor. It needed a lot of takes. It's probably the crane arm.
네, 사이코 뮤직비디오 현장. 사이코 뮤직비디오.
So you notice, I mean, many guys probably notice, is I don't think there's any sound on this, and the reason is because they don't really need sound, because they're overlaying their audio. They may have something on there though. I don't see it. I don't see a shotgun anywhere.
네, 사이코 뮤직비디오 현장 저밖에 안 남았는데요. 제가 첫 이렇게 남아 있을 수 있게 돼서 너무 저희 사이코 열심히 부탁드립니다.
Wait, that's isn't that girl from the other video, that Irene? Is that Irene? Yeah, they did just a lot of scenes doing the same thing with this guy. And the thing is when you do that, like, you know, this person isn't paying attention at all to the surroundings because they're looking through the monitor right there. And so they just have to be really aware of where they're moving, because they could just bump into something really easily. You know, that's why this lady's holding the cord off the floor, because he's not even looking where he's at. He's just looking at that monitor. Yeah, that was really cool. Man, I really love that song. That song is really good. It's so different, and they're so different, which is pretty awesome. I wish I could see more of like the types of cameras they're using. I'm kind of curious, or maybe the types of lenses. They're probably high budget, so I'm sure they're using all prime lenses. So when you actually shoot things, there's things that, like, let me give you a correlation. So when you do sound recording, or you're in a band or something, your sound is only as good as your weakest part. So if you have bad cables but a great, you know, amp and a great guitar, then it's going to sound bad because your cables are bad. So you need good amp, good guitar, good cables, because everything is based on how, you know, the lowest common denominator really is what your product's going to be like. And so the same thing is with film. And so what happens is that you can have good cameras. You can have an Alexa, or you can have some types of Red cameras, or, you know, Canons, or, you know, nowadays they're all so competitive and can do pretty much the same thing. So then what you need besides the great body is you need great lenses. And so what you have is you have different kinds of glass, and certain types of glass are better than other kinds of glass. And usually, typically, the types of glass that are the best are called prime lenses, and they're very, very expensive. I was on one movie set where we had a lens which cost over $100,000 just for that lens. And it's typically the first AC's job, which is the assistant camera, to actually bring the lens to the DP and then bring the lens back. They kind of transport the lens because it's a big job. They're dealing with sometimes hundreds of $1,000s worth of equipment just in the lenses. Does it make a difference? Yeah, it makes a big difference. Like the type of glass you shoot on makes a huge difference. Anyways, I'm sorry to go off on that tangent. This was the making of the music video Psycho, which was a great music video. And for this and Psycho, don't be a psycho. This is a wrap.